Hey everyone, welcome. It's National Chiropractic Month and we're going to be talking about posture. What's the big deal all about? You know, I'm not sure if it's such a hot topic anymore, but I know parents back in the day would be like, sit up straight. What are you doing? Quit slouching. Well, there's actually a lot of science behind it. It's very, very important to have proper posture to make sure that we are holding ourselves upright, and for a few different reasons, which we're going to be highlighting in just a second. So posture, what's the big deal? If at any point you want to download a free energy report, there will be a link below. And also we encourage you to investigate your posture. So find a chiropractor who does digital posture analysis, and that tells you a lot. We also have some videos on this on our YouTube channel, so please check that out. So jumping right into it, there's some notes I want to make sure that I don't miss it. So our posture says a lot about our energetic state. Okay, if someone has a posture like this, if they're walking around like this, they're most likely sad, they're dealing with something, they could have a loss, or maybe they're just not too motivated or excited about life or too enthusiastic for whatever reason. So if someone's holding their posture like this, it's a way to tell like how they're feeling, how they're doing, and also what they're capable of or not capable of. So, you know, you may not be getting a job based upon your posture, or you may not be able to attract that right mate because you're sending out the wrong image, the wrong vibe. Okay, so when we have a posture like this, we're thinking too much, we're carrying too much on our shoulders, on our plate. It's weighting us down. So posture tells you a lot about how you're feeling. So that's one point. The second point is, posture is correlated to how healthy you are. A bunch of medical doctors in 2005 published a report in Spine magazine, a very prestigious magazine, in 752 subjects. And what these medical doctors found was the more deviated your posture was, the more deviated your health was, meaning the more sick you were. So the more that your posture is off course, it's 100% correlated to how sick you are. So posture is absolutely important. And what that tells you is how well your nervous system is functioning. So if your spine is stretched, guess what? Your brain can't tell your body what to do. And in that case, you're not going to be able to heal. You're not going to be able to function. You're not going to be able to do what your body needs to do because your brain can't tell it. So you're going to be sick. So here's a quote. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm going to read it to you. So posture affects and moderates every physiological function in your body, from breathing to hormonal production, spinal pain, headaches, mood, blood pressure, pulse, lung capacity, and normal immune function are among the functions most easily influenced by posture. And that's from AGPM in 1994. So very, very important. Science is backing up how important posture is. Also, the third point is, every inch of forward head posture, it weighs additional 10 pounds. So imagine you're holding a bowling ball and you hold it out here or here. It's going to cause strain on the muscles, then on the joints, and that pain's going to travel. You know, you could be treating all these different areas, but what you really need to do is just get that bowling ball here, and now the joints are able to withstand that pressure, withstand that force. All right, so posture is absolutely essential. So every inch of forward head posture, out of place, out of balance, if you're translating or going forward or back, it weighs an additional 10 pounds. So some people have heads that are weighing 50, 60, 70 pounds. That pulls on the brainstem, puts pressure on the heart and lungs. You're off to the races as far as trying to figure out your health problems when it's really just posture related. So some research is even saying that 90% of our energy output in our body is to hold ourselves up and orientate ourselves to gravity. So that means that the majority of the energy that we produce and spend is just trying to hold ourselves up and relate to gravity and function in this world. Can you believe that? 90%. So it's absolutely essential that we have the most energy utilization properly by having a sound posture. Because otherwise, it's like if you have a checking account and you're just wasting money, you're buying this and that, well, guess what? You're going to run out of money before the end of the month. You're spending outside your means. A lot of people these days, health-wise, are spending energy outside of their means. That's why they're so sick. That's why they're not feeling good. And that's why I put so much emphasis on posture, because posture is so crucial. And I'm proud to say that we get fantastic results in a shorter amount of time than I ever thought possible, doing manual adjustments, doing weighted and all these therapies. From 0 to 60, we can get results fast. So the last point today is, with forward head posture, that decreases your lung capacity, because every inch you go forward, guess what? That's more weight. And do this little exercise with me. Bend your head all the way forward. Take as deep of a breath as you can. Let it go. Then bring your head back. Take as deep as a breath in that position. Now, clearly, you're going to notice that as your head comes back, you're going to be able to take a deeper breath. Okay, that's where you're meant to be. And if you have forward head posture, guess what? You're getting less oxygen per breath. That means less oxygen to fight cancer, because the less oxygen you have in your system, the more acidic you are. The more acidic you are, the more the bugs like to come out and play. Pathogens, bacteria, viruses, funguses, cancer, all the bad guys like to thrive in a low oxygen environment, a low pH environment. And that's what happens if you don't get enough oxygen. Also, every inch of forward head posture compresses on your heart, so your heart has trouble beating. Now, your heart is there serving you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never gives up, it never takes a break. And here we are putting too much pressure on it, trying to slow it down. It also compresses the nerves going to the heart. So if your head is forward, guess what? You're choking the nerves off, and now you're not able to get proper heart function. So it's absolutely essential. Also, as your head goes forward, it pulls pressure and tension in the lower back. So it's very, very important, so people who have lower back pain, I saw this in Chicago when I was practicing there. People would see all these different doctors, chiropractors, MDs alike, and they'd be like, my lower back still hurts and nobody can help me. I go, well, did anyone check out your neck and your head? They're like, no. And I was just kind of like, duh, come on. So the position of your head, and with those people, we started to get their head to come back. Guess what happened to their lower back pain? It left, okay? Guess what happened to their GI tract, their Crohn's, their ability to function down in the lower hemispheres? Guess what? It all returned because we took pressure off the spinal cord and those things thrived. It's not rocket science. You just have to look at the whole global picture, and that's what we do in our practice. So also, every less oxygen that you take each breath, it causes premature aging, less energy for the electron transport chain in the Krebs cycle to make energy, to break down glucose, to make sure that you're as healthy as a weight as possible in the highest amount of energy possible. And when your posture is off, your center of gravity shifts. So now your weight could be over here, or your weight could be over here, or your weight could be too far forward. So what would happen, everybody, if we slapped 300 pounds of the front left corner of your car and had you drive around town for 10, 15, 20 years? Yeah, I guess you're going to blow tires, things are going to break down, the frame's eventually going to bend, and you're going to be left wondering why all these things are breaking down, when all you have to do is get that center of gravity back in position. And that's what we do with posture. Once our posture returns, we're not going to develop arthritis. We're not going to develop strained muscles. We're not going to develop imbalances. Our heart and lungs are going to work. All this stuff will function if we can just get ourselves back into center of gravity. And the reason why posture goes off ultimately is from too much stress. Okay, and that's what our technique does, is help bust that stress response in all of our approaches, and everything in the Energy Rich Living guide that you can download on the link below lends credence to that, of how to reduce stress, of how to reduce those inputs into your system that are ultimately causing your posture and your health to go sideways. So I know I laid a lot on you guys today. Please review this video, share it with your friends. There's going to be more to come. Check out the posts that we're going to be doing, and please download the free Energy Rich Living guide on the link below. But see you next time. Thanks everybody. God bless. Take care.